Hey guys, how's it going? My name is RSToW, and it's time for another video. Alright guys, it is Wednesday, that means it's time for the RuneScape tip of the week, and this week's tip is bank placeholders. What exactly is a placeholder? Well, it's kind of like in real life when you ask a friend to hold your place in line. Only, in RuneScape, you don't have lines, so therefore it's for your bank. Bank placeholding is when you have an item in your bank that holds the place of another item. What I mean by this is having doubles of an item in your bank. And as you guys know, I have a ton of these. And the reason for this is because it keeps your bank really organized. And let me show you guys exactly why. So as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of gear on. I've got 10 mil in my cash pouch, and I've got a bunch of food and potions and rings and a karate and things like that. Now, let's say that my day has come to an end, I'm ready to get offline, and I'm gonna bank my stuff because, yeah right, I'm not gonna, log off with 576 mil worth of crap on me. So I'm gonna go to the bank. Now, I'm really tired at this point, so I don't really feel like, staying up and messing with my bank, trying to make it nice and organized, so I'm just gonna dump my stuff into my bank. So I'm gonna dump my inventory, I'm gonna dump the items I'm wearing, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any beast of burdens, and I'm gonna dump my cash pouch. Now, I'm gonna look and see if I've got anything that is out of place or anything like that. Anything that would be out of place would be in this first tab since it's the first one open. Nothing's out of place. The red Halloween mask is the only placeholder I didn't have, but it goes exactly where it needs to go because that's how I have it set up. So as you can see, everything that I had on me had a placeholder, and basically what happened was, like, for my coins I had all but one in my cash pouch, which means that this one coin is acting as a placeholder. What a placeholder is whenever I dump this back in, it just holds the place of this other 10 mil, and this works for any amount, of course. I had my whip, but since I had another one in my bank, it just went straight there. Same with karate and things like that. And basically, let's say instead of wearing the red mask, I had the Halloween and my Jack of Trades aura. Now, it's the end of the day and I'm tired and I really don't feel like organizing my bank, but let me go ahead and get a whole bunch of other crap out, and we'll try this again. So let me get all this crap back out and come up here, grab these. I'm not going to go ahead and get out all the inventory and things like that because I don't feel like it. But okay, so my day has come to an end. I dumped my inventory. Okay, everything went back to where it's supposed to be. Dump the items I'm wearing, BOB, and cash pouch. Oh no, this is out of order. Instead of having all 12 items, I think, is how many you can have. Instead of having all those items, plus everything in my inventory, plus the coins and all that stuff, I've only got 2 items to organize. I'm super tired, I don't feel like doing anything, so I just organize these real quick. Now I can, log off and go to bed. Or, if I want to, I can even leave these 2 items where they were and not worry about it, because, it's basically organized anyway. But as you can see, it was so much easier to organize than, say, if I was to, have all my coins. That was kind of fail. All my coins and these, and let's say I used an enhanced Excalibur and I used my golden mining outfit. Okay, so let's say it's the end of the day once again and I've got all this stuff on. So I'm gonna go ahead and bank all of that and bank my money, make sure I've got nothing on, and look at all this stuff that I have to put back. Now let's see how much longer it takes me to put these few items back than it took me to bank all of the stuff in here, all my cash pouch, and all the items in my inventory from the beginning. Now I've got it set to the insert item mode, which basically lets me insert an item which I need. So let's go ahead and do this real fast. And the enhanced Excalibur goes into the first tab, all this other stuff goes into the second tab, so I'm just gonna pull that out and go do that. Now I'm gonna come back here, put the enhanced Excalibur where it needs to go, which I believe is right there. Yeah. And then come back in here, and I've got to drag and drop all of this crap back up to where it needs to be. And by the time I'm done, I'm going to be kind of ticked off that, you know, I had to even do this because it's kind of annoying. Now, the best thing about placeholders, like I said, is that they literally go right back to where you have them in your bank. Like, if I've got my Amnia Fury, as you can see, this is not a good place to, you know, withdraw all of them, because then I've got to, you know, drag and drop, and it's just not fun. But, you know, if I've got a placeholder there, then just bam, instantly put it in there, and I can go to bed, I can go do whatever. Now, I know that some of this stuff is really expensive to have placeholders for, and if you don't have the money to do it, don't worry about it. Like, I don't have the money to have placeholders for all these rares, and some items it's literally impossible to have a placeholder for, such as auras. You can't have placeholders for auras because you can't get 2 of the same aura. It just doesn't work. But there are some items that you're not supposed to have 2 of that you can still do. And 2 examples that I've come up with would be the Karasi and the Soul Wars capes. And the reason that you can get 2 of these is because you can drop them. Now let me show you 2 examples of items that you cannot get 2 of. Ring of Kinship and the Wicked Hood. Now, as you can see, the Karasi and the Soul Wars capes, they all have the drop option. But if you go to the Ring of Kinship, it has Destroy, and so does the Wicked Hood instead of the drop option. If you destroy the hood, you can go get another one, but you would have to get, you know, you can only get 1 basically. You can't get more than 1. And for this reason, it's kind of bad because I throw all that stuff back into my bank. The Karasi and the Soul Wars capes go straight back to where they need to go, but I've got to, you know, drag and drop these Wicked Hood and the Ring of Kinship, and then I've got to come back in here and fix them, and it's not fun. So, you know, some items you can't do it with, and I don't know why Jagex doesn't let you, but they don't. But some of them you can. Like, for me, I've got all this stuff that I use constantly, and, you know, it's got placeholders. So that's the benefit of having placeholders. And like I said, if you don't have the money to do placeholders, don't worry about it. And another tip I've got for, you know, doing placeholders is, you know, if you don't have the money to do everything in your bank, I don't have money to do everything in my bank. As you can see, I don't have 2 of everything. Just do the items that you use the most. This is because, you know, I pretty much use these items daily. And I have 2 of all of them, which means that, you know, every day I can just throw those back in my bank. Now, items that I don't use daily, like my Armadillo stuff here, you know, I don't have to have 2 of them because I don't use them daily, and throwing them back to where, you know, putting this back where it needs to go, you know, once a month or something isn't a big deal. But putting these back where they need to go, you know, every single day would be a pain in the ass. So if you can only afford a few items to have placeholders for, only use the ones that you use every day, or pretty much every day, or whatever. There's some items such as runes that you're obviously going to have placeholders for, because having 1 rune would be pointless. And same with potions, herbs, seeds, things like that. Now, as you can see, I've got some seeds that only have 1 in the bank, like magic seeds and some herb seeds and things like that. And this is because, you know, I don't have any more of these seeds. And the reason is, you know, I've used them, but I still have the 1 placeholder. You know, I always keep 1 placeholder in my bank. You know, I'm getting 99 farming, that's why I don't have more magic seeds. But I still keep that 1 placeholder in case I get more magic seeds. I can just throw them in there and deal with them later instead of having them, you know, up here. Such as if I got some from my kingdom, you know, I wouldn't have to mess with them. And there are some items that will help your bank be organized even more, and one of these items is this pouch, the statue collection bag. And the reason, you know, this is so helpful is because if you empty this, you know, you've got all these freaking rocks, and now I've got to, you know, mess with all these rocks, and it takes up so much bank space. But, you know, this collection bag, will hold all these rocks for you, and it just makes it so much simpler. And so, you know, make sure that you're trying to make the best use of your bank space as you can, because you know you only get so much, and once you're out of bank space, you're out of bank space, and you're just kind of SOL. And so that's my tip of the week to you guys, is just have these placeholders and utilize all the items that you can that will help your bank be even more organized. I don't actually need to put that back because that is my junk tab anyway. But you know, if you have a really unorganized bank, it can take you forever to find the items you need, such as if you use the same setup as I do, you know, your Bandos and your Ellie and your Dragon Boots and Berserker Ring, they might be in 40 different places all over your bank. And, you know, they may take you 10 minutes to find them, and then you're kind of pissed off already and you just don't feel like doing anything. But, you know, if you have placeholders, it's just quick and it helps keep your bank super organized, and, you know, you don't have to, you know, do anything really. And, you know, you just do a couple clicks, and then whenever you're ready to go to bed or get offline or whatever, just run to the bank everything, and then you can just log off. Simple as that. So that's my RuneScape tip of the week, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this RuneScape tip of the week, found any useful information, anything like that, give me a like, leave a comment, things like that. Also, if you have a better RuneScape tip of the week, or just a RuneScape tip of the week that you think would be good for everyone, send it to me in a YouTube PM along with your RuneScape username, and if I decide to use it in next week's RuneScape tip of the week or any other week, I will give you a shout out. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on Friday.